Welcome back to the center of it all. Today Mel is going to be showing us some sweet potato recipes that are perfect for the holidays.
Another trip around the sun, and here we are, getting ready to cook for the holidays. From Thanksgiving to New Year's, whether you're cooking beef, poultry, or pork, my savory sweet potato soup and sweet potato tart are an exquisite start and finish to any holiday feast. The sweet potato is full of flavor, texture, and it's naturally sweet too. So when it comes to cooking with it in savory applications, skip the sugar, brown sugar, honey, and apple pie spices. Go full on savory. I'm melting 2 tablespoons of butter in a wide-bottomed saucepan. This is about 3½ quarts. As soon as I get my butter melted, which takes about 30 seconds, I'm going to add a cup of diced celery and a cup and a half of diced onion. Cup and a half of diced onion. And I'm going to season these with 2 teaspoons of sea salt, a teaspoon of coarsely ground black pepper, and a teaspoon and a half of herbes de Provence. And that's a blend of savory, rosemary, marjoram, and thyme. We're going to increase this heat to saute and let these cook on the stovetop for 5 to 6 minutes, just till the onions are softened and the celery is crunch tender. It's been about 5 minutes. My onions are soft, my celery is crunchy, and I'm going to add 3 cups of smashed sweet potatoes that have been taken from 3 pounds of oven roasted sweet potatoes. I'm going to add them right into this mix. I'm going to give this a nice quick stir just to get the vegetables kind of incorporated throughout. What I want to say is I'm trying to season the sweet potatoes with all that lovely herbes de Provence flavor. Now I'm going to add 2½ cups of, this is store-bought, unsalted vegetable stock. If you're using homemade stock or a different type of stock, like you can use chicken stock, but if it's salted, you're going to have to cut down on the salt that I initially put in there to season the onions and celery. Bring this to a simmer. This is a really nice, quick to make. My soup is simmering. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. I'm going to add a ½ cup of cream. Not milk or half and half, real deal cream. Stir this in. We want to get this to a bare simmer. We just want this real calm, and it's at low heat right now. Now I'm just going to place a sprig of fresh rosemary right on the top of this soup, and I'm going to let it simmer, gently simmer, lowering the heat if I have to, for about 3 to 5 minutes, just to let the rosemary add a little flavor to the soup, and I call it rosemary kissed. This has been about 3 minutes, and I'm just going to remove my rosemary from the soup. Put a lid on this, and we're going to move over to the counter to make our tart. Sweet potato pie is a Southern staple. My sweet potato and frangelica tart is a sophisticated twist on the sweet potato pie. And I'm starting with 1.5 sticks of salted butter and 2 large eggs in a nice big bowl. The butter's very soft. start on low speed, work my way up to medium, medium-high. As soon as those two are mixed together, I'm adding 3/4 of a cup granulated sugar. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. And now I want to get my mixture speed pretty high with 30 to 45 seconds so this gets kind of light and fluffy. Now we're just going to stop our mixer for a second. I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of Frangelico, and this is just a nice sweet hazelnut flavored liqueur. And 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. And a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Put the mixer on low again. Incorporate those. And now I'm going to fold in. I have to stop the mixer here. Normally I might not do that. I'm going to fold in 2½ cups of sweet potatoes that were roasted right along with the sweet potatoes that I made for the sweet potato soup, which is really convenient. And now on low mixer speed, we'll just incorporate the sweet potatoes into the butter and sugar mixture. And that hazelnut liqueur smells divine. And the sweet potatoes are smashed. They're not smooth. That's even a trick to southern sweet potato pie, is to keep your sweet potatoes a little on the smashy side. And the filling for our tart is made. And what I've got is an 11-inch tart shell. It's a pie pastry, and it's in a removable bottom, and I've blind baked it. The only thing blind baking means is I formed it, and I put it in a 350-degree oven for about 5 to 6 minutes just to firm it up a little bit. Now it's time to transfer all of our tart filling. Now what I'm going to do is I have a baking pan lined with parchment. I'm going to place my tart right in the center of it. That's going to keep the base of the tart from browning too much because it's already been blind baked. And I'm going to put this in a low 325-degree oven for 35 minutes. The sweet potato is a superfood, and anything the winter squash can do, the sweet potato can do better. Whatever holiday you celebrate, or no holiday at all, celebrate the sweet potato. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.
Thank you, Mel, for these delicious recipes. Now, I've never tried sweet potato soup, but I love sweet potato pie. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at how people in the community are helping less than fortunate children enjoy the holiday season.